I just love the sport, ever since I was little. My dad played, in college, and I always wanted to be, just like him and, fulfill that dream. And I just love the sport. Nothing like coming out Friday night. At Carmel, it's really competitive, and it's pretty rare for a sophomore to start. But, just my competitive edge, it was me and this other kid battling for the spot. And, I think my competitiveness really pushed me forward, and I just continued to get better. And each game, I feel like I slowly got better. And by the end of the season, I feel like I was a strong player on that team.
Picking up the tempo, you got to get in and out of the huddle, or at least call it at the line of scrimmage.
Pass knocked away.
These short games are playing right into Carmel. And that time, Shaun Heffern, great size, 6'5", puts up those big two hands and knocks the football away.
Well, my sophomore year, I wasn't in a three-point stance. I was playing outside linebacker where I dropped a little bit. But I feel like I can put a lot more weight to my frame, and which I already have, and they've moved me to defensive end. That change, I feel like defensive end could be the spot for me just because my size, and I feel like I have good enough speed to be a rush end. I think that would be really positive. I feel like every single day my technique gets better, because, it's not all just strength and power, which I feel like I have, but just the technique, every single day I'm just learning something new, and we have a real good coaching staff, and just learning the technique is, a real strong thing to do. Well, I'd say my game is, over probably like 70% mental, just because, I always want it more than the other person, and I can just look into their eyes and tell, I'm going to make that play because, that's just how I work, just the competitive edge and never giving up. And I think my size is pretty rare. I'm 6'6", and I'm 220, and I've gained 20 pounds, from sophomore year to junior year, which I think is really going to help me. And just, my football instincts is rare. I have a strong bloodline, and, just having my dad helping me out, telling me what to do, and just my technique and everything. I feel like that's a hard combo of being that size and also having those instincts. I know that I'm always going to work hard, and that, like in the classroom, I get a 3.6 GPA. I feel like that's a real strong thing, and I'm just a good leader, and just everything in the locker room, I think that's really big, because on the field, everyone has to be on the same page, I played outside linebacker where I'd, have to drop into pass coverage, and for someone who was 6'6", that's pretty tough, but, I liked it. And, I also played basketball. I lettered as a sophomore for the basketball team. So, that really helps my speed and quickness. I just feel like I'm a very versatile player. I've played almost every single spot you can imagine on the field. So, anywhere you want to put me, I can fill that spot. I love the game of football so much, and I just have so much passion for it. I think when you see me on the field, you really see the energy that I have. Just going hard, celebrating, getting pumped with my teammates. There's just not a better feeling than like getting a sack and then getting up, and there's all your teammates around you. So I feel like I'm really energetic on the field, and I feel like my teammates feed off that. I want to get a scholarship, obviously, but I think that's just step one. I'm not going to be satisfied with just receiving a scholarship. I think that just adds more fuel to be the best player I can be. I don't think getting a scholarship, you can just coast after that. That's just the start of something new.